Looks like we're going to be getting a heavy mist tonight. I would have never guessed. I decided to go out tonight because I lost all that footage during the day. I spent at least 3 hours just on one portion of the video making it. Somehow the file got corrupted along with the rest of the files except for just that one file. Strange, but it happens. I'm working with really big files here, and I think that's probably why. But anyways, I'm out tonight to cruise around. We're going to put the lights in the back burner. We're not going to talk about them. I already ordered the headlight. Should be here in 5 days or so or whatever. So until then, talk about it. Now, I hadn't planned on going anywhere tonight. I decided to do it at the last minute, so I'm just making it as I go, like I usually do everything else. I like to be spontaneous. I don't plan it. Once I plan something like that, I go and do it. It gets big. It's like boring to me by the time I get to it. Let's go see what the freeway looks like. I made my way all the way over here just out of driving. This is all about making a video. Gotta change on the fly. We're gonna try the freeway, see what it's like. See what's happening out there. Hopefully it's gonna be clean driving. No traffic. Light traffic's okay. Get a little acceleration here. And we got a zombie driver. Come on, you're getting onto the freeway. Let's roll. The light's not on. This guy is definitely drunk. What the fuck's going on? Oops. Did I say that? Say goodbye to that asswipe. My transmission's getting weird. Probably have to do another reset on it. Alright. For everybody that's joined us tonight on Robert Radio, we are heading southbound on the 57 freeway. I don't feel like doing too by blow commentary. I'll do a little bit. Traffic is good. This is considered light. Into the lanes to get onto the 91 freeway heading to Riverside. Got to do a little slipstreaming here. This is heading east. We call these roundabouts because you go around and about. Back east, you're familiar with the term. Roundabouts. This is called merging. Always like to sit back there underneath that bridge in a little cubby hole. They back in there, wait for someone to come by, and bam, you get pulled over. Now, up here, about a half mile, there's going to be a gigantic crater that goes across this freeway. You will know because we will be bouncing all over the place, and you can hear it. No way to avoid this treachery. Get ready for it. That's not it. This is. They've never fixed that. They just keep piling more tarmac on top of it, and it's like a gigantic speed bump. Alright. I gotta think of a way to go here, because I already went this way today. I had an hour and 20-minute video. Spent about 3 to 4 hours on it. It had a bunch of talking. It's toast, so I scratched the whole idea, and here we are tonight. I'm going to go down here. Coming up on the interchange for the toll roads on the 91 East, 91 Freeway East for Riverside, and the 55 Freeway South. This is where the 55 freeway ends into, is this freeway. This is where it starts when you go south from the 91 freeway. The traffic's always like this because you got the interchange. It's poorly built. So we're going to be going slow for a while, which is fine. And this is the 55 freeway, Newport Beach. Heading southbound. Always get in this lane if you're on this freeway. Just do what I do. Stay in this lane, you can keep it mashed. Doing 55, 65, whatever you want to do, you can take it on this road. Stay here. When you come around this corner, you want to exit the freeway at this point right here and keep going, because the toll lane, the HOV lane to the left of us, ends and turns into the fast lane, which is the number 1 lane. Then down here a little while, about a quarter mile, half a mile, the HOV lane starts again. So here we got the new lane that we could drive in, but I don't go into it until later because I always wait if I need to be in that lane. And we got the HOV lane starting back up again. I know what to do. We're going to go down here and we're going to go down to the 22 freeway. This is where the 22 freeway dead ends into. It's the 55 freeway southbound. We're going to go westbound on the 22 freeway, and we'll worry about that once we get on the freeway. Speeds are about 65. HOV lanes like 80 or 90. Always. Cruising down the freeway. Gonna go over some whippy-doos here coming up. And it looks like the heavy mist is holding off. I can't talk. This is the best lane to stay in for right now. Given the traffic that we have and where we have to go, because we only have 1 lane over that we need to go. It's better than being in the number 1 lane, which is the fast lane. I always refer to them as the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since we got this person cruising over here, I can just move over, cruising at another 65 miles per hour. And this is the traffic flow right now. We're at the quote 65 mile per hour speed limit. Up above, we have the sign telling us that we can go south on the 55 freeway or the 22 freeway west, the Garden Grove freeway, other known as the Gauntlet freeway, because the 22 freeway always has trash on it. And I'm not talking bags and cans and stuff. I'm talking ladders, mattresses, box springs, paint, anything that can fall off a truck or a car, bumpers, anything will be in the lanes. And at nighttime is when we find it the most. So we might get some entertainment. That means people will crash. That's why I picked going this way. Plus, that's just the way I want to go. Always stay in this lane when you're cruising, getting on to the 22 freeway. This is a lane that you need to be into so you can start merging. If you're in the number 2 lane over here, you got to go over across this lane and then get into 2 more lanes. So it's better to be here, and it's safer here because then you can just maneuver left. Just like this. I do this every time. Been doing it for a long ass time. Cruising at another 65 miles per hour quote. Oh, this freeway also is known for people speeding down it. I'm talking full on speed. So we might get a couple of street racers. Especially when we go by and through Westminster and Garden Grove. There's a place called Little Saigon, and that is just like what it is, Little Saigon. There's even a sign I think they still have out on the freeway saying, Little Saigon, get off here. That sign has a history behind it. A long time ago, probably in the 70s or the 80s, someone decided to go ahead and cut down the sign. It was probably 78. That's probably when it was. Someone got a chainsaw and cut down the Little Saigon sign. This didn't happen just one time. It happened all the time. People would put the sign up, and they'd chop it back down again. Because a lot of people didn't like that they had Little Saigon sign put up. Now, given the fact that it was 1978 when they put the sign up, that's not too far from the Vietnam War back in the 60s. So you can see where I'm going with this. That's what I think it might have been. Just people didn't like the sign because of that, and it got chopped down all the time. And I'll see if I can find it for you guys, because we go by it every time I go down this way. We're going to go all the way down the 22 freeway. It goes right in, merges into the 405 freeway going north. That's a Santa Monica freeway. And we'll see if we can see it. Because I know it's always been rebuilt. And they just don't take and clamp it together. They put a whole new frame up underneath it. I don't think that goes on nowadays. I just think it was during that time. Wow, 28 minutes already. Okay, I'm going to get in the sign viewing position for you guys. And the number 3 lane will be the best lane to be in. Still cruising at the designated quote-unquote 65 miles per hour. We're not doing 80 miles per hour. Nah, we wouldn't be doing that now. So we're going to go over here to the the number 4 lane, and we should be able to see it. Because we got the HOV lane over here that they built. And we'll see if we can see the sign. Sign scavenger hunt. Can we find the Little Saigon sign? I know it's there. Got a couple more streets to go by. We're not quite there yet. We got to get past Brookhurst. And it looks like they named the freeway the Garden Grove Police Officers Memorial Highway. That's new. That's new to me. It's probably been up there 10 years probably. There it is, Little Saigon, next 3 exit. Okay, we saw that. Now, it's that small sign though for the exit, but there used to be a big, large green sign that used to be on the side of the road. And I don't think that one's there. I think that one's gone and it's been changed to the exit sign. So they actually gave them Little Saigon a exit sign to Little Saigon. That's even bigger than having the large green sign that they used to have. Alright, let's get up to cruising altitude. you guys can see it over to the left at about your, I would say probably 10, 11 o'clock. And it looks like it's paralleling the freeway. It's not coming this way. Alright, we're getting way out here now. Traffic's moderate right now. Still cruising at that designated speed of the speed limit, 65 miles per hour. Gotta do some courtesy driving here. People behind me want to go a lot faster. Let them go by. So we're coming up on... Yep. That would be it. So I knew we could find that sign. I knew it. A lot of car dealerships along here. This guy's fine. Let this guy go. Alright, let's get over. It's always best to drive in the fast lane on this freeway. Always. The reason why, because you don't get a truck carrying a bunch of junk and whatever, mattresses, paint, and garbage in the number 1 lane. They're usually over there in the 2 and 3 lanes. But that doesn't mean that I haven't seen them in the number 1 lane. They've been in it. Alright. Let's do this. The Beach Boulevard. What's this queue? This is crazy. 33 minutes. Helicopter disappeared. He's now at our 12, all the way down there. You can't even see him. This corner right here is notorious for crashing. There's no street lights. See how it's dark? Only right here. And you got the lights from the cars in your eyes. It happens always on this curve. When it happens. Not all the time, but when it does happen, it's usually there. Well, we got someone hauling ass to the right. I'm cruising at the designated 65 miles per hour speed limit. Oh, we have the helicopter back right up there at our 12, right there. He circled around, came back around, and wanted to check everybody out. We've had a lot of people speeding past me. They're up there radaring right now. When they get that bright light starting, that's what it means. And no one else sees them. I'm the only person that sees them because everybody's still passing me that like an 80. That's why they're always out here, because they know the place for its accidents and for the street racing. Now arriving at the 405 freeway going north, other known as the Santa Monica Freeway. You always want to be in this lane when you're getting onto the freeway, because there's three other exits coming up here off the freeway that turn into freeways. Another helicopter flying above. It's the same one. Let me see. So up here we have like 7th Street exit that goes down by the Long Beach University. It has the 405 freeway south. It has the 605 freeway north. And this is going to be transitioning through. I cannot talk tonight. I just thought it was weird the helicopter came back around for a second pass. Like I say, I take it easy when I'm driving. Still at that 65 mile per hour speed limit, like everybody else is doing. So this is where I was talking about. All these different ways you can go. This is the best place to be, is right here. Because we're going to be going on the 605 freeway. The guy almost ran into me. Hear all that? That truck almost ran into me and someone else almost ran into him. What a bunch of morons. 605, we're going to go 605 freeway north. Oh yeah, I'm leaving all this in. I'm going to make one video. I want payback for today's whatever happened. Here's some fun facts if you're still with us. Cruising, getting on the 605 freeway heading north off the 405 freeway south. The reason I have a hard time talking is because of a snow skiing accident in 2004, the winter of 2004. At the time when we had our house, our neighbors wanted to go snowboarding with their kids. So we all went, as neighbors do. We went up to Snow Summit. I got up to the top of the mountain. Oh, before I tell the story, I started skiing in 1980. I've been skiing ever since. I've skied everywhere you can think of practically in the United States. Okay, with that said, I went to the top of the hill and everybody started making their way down. I brought all my film equipment with me, which at the time were in big bags. Hang on. I started snow skiing down with all my film equipment on, and it's not like today's film equipment. As I was getting down to where the first rail was, I totally crashed, broke my tibia and fibia of my right leg, messed up my arm. It wasn't broken or anything, just totally bruised it up and messed my shoulder up, I don't know how it did it, but you know how you have two front teeth? It it zoomed in and took out one of those tooth. So that's why I have a hard time talking. It's because of the missing tooth. It is very difficult to talk sometimes. That's the reason why. So I had a broken leg. That lasted for about 6 months. It was terrible. In 1980, when I first started skiing, the first day I skied, at the end of the day, because I had snow skiing lessons and all that before I went. At the very end of the day, I came down Miracle Mile on Snow Summit, and as I made my way down the hill as fast as I possibly could go, I hit a huge patch of ice, and I lost my edge, crashed, wiped out, and I broke my left leg because my ski didn't eject off my boot. The ski stayed on my boot and it twisted up. Skis were flying everywhere. It was crazy. Poles everywhere. So the first time I went snow skiing, I broke my leg, but I already knew what I was doing. It was just with bad luck hitting ice. So broke my leg the first time skiing, 2004. That's the last time I'm going snow skiing because I'm getting too old for that now, and I'm out of shape big time. So that's all that. That's how. 42 minutes. Got a lot of that heavy dew again. Plus we just came down from being closer to the beach. So if you're into snow skiing, I skied in New Hampshire, Vermont, and Connecticut. Utah would be Park City, I think it's Park City West and Park City East. It's been a long time. California, I've been to Big Bear, where Snow Summit is, and I've been to, what's the other place called? I can never remember. Oh, a lot of heavy dew. Oh wow, this is like a lot. So we're getting up here close to the interchange. We're on the 605 freeway heading north. And the way we're going to be going is we're going to get onto the 91 freeway heading east. These are the only lanes you could be in for this. One goes west and this one goes east. Oh, because California never gets rain, and we're getting a lot of heavy mist, what happens is when you've been driving around on the roads and you have tons of cars, had to make that turn. I was worried about slipping around, and I'll tell you why. What happens when the first rain is, it's always the first rain because all the oils and junk are in the ground. What happens is the water from the rain makes all the oils and all the contaminants go up. So they surface onto the surface of the road, and it acts like almost ice. So when you get that first water on there, that's where it's the worst time, because if you have terrible tires and if you're driving way too fast, or you have good tires and you're driving way too fast, you're still going to slide. It's just like being on black ice. We're cruising now. Surprised to see this freeway like this. A lot of people don't slow down when it gets like this, because like right now the mist is really, really heavy, and I can see it on the ground. That's the thing. The ground's getting really dark, and that means it's going to get scary. But you guys are in good hands, because I've been doing this a long time. Now, since I mentioned long time, let's just talk about it right now. I was born in 1965, August. I'm not going to say what date. Someday I'll tell you, but it's good luck. And you find it a lot playing blackjack. 1965. So I've been around. That's why I know a lot about the roads out here. I know a lot of people don't like talking about it, but hey, it's going to happen to everybody. You're going to get old. I didn't expect it was going to happen to me. 20 years ago or 15 years ago, I look at a picture. That picture does not look like me now. So something happened between then and now, because I don't look like, I don't remember looking the way I do. When you get old, you'll see what I'm talking about. I used to be super skinny. I'm talking like size 30 waist, running track, running cross country, any sport you can think of, tennis, racquetball. Never really got into golf too much, but I know how to play it. I was super skinny for a long time. When I got in my 30s, that's when I started like gaining this weight. Then I had to go on medication, and here we are now. So, do the math, it's 2024. That makes me, I just had my birthday in August. I'll just tell you when my birthday is. August 21st. I was born on my grandmother's birthday. She used to go gambling a lot and winning all the time. I go gambling, win all the time. It's the same thing. I could always walk into a casino and win all the time. It's good luck. Plus, if you guys do the math, I was going to say, that makes me 59. 59 young, because that's just how I think. And not crazy young like some people think. I have been married twice. I got married when I was 21. That lasted about a year and a half. We parted our ways. No bad feelings. There was about a 5-year gap. I met my wife, and we've been married for 30 years. I know how to do a lot of things. I've been around for a while. I can tell you this. When I went back east to go skiing, I didn't really go back to go skiing. I moved to Connecticut to go work at Electric Boat as an engineer, because I have a full engineering background of like designing houses. I used to have to do floor plans and everything you could think of to make a house to get it built. All by hand. We didn't have the computers until 1983, and that was when I graduated high school, and I never got to learn anything on a computer at that time in 1983. So I went back east to go to Connecticut. I moved from here in the winter of 1985. I got there. We went to New Hampshire for 2 weeks at Lake Winnipesaukee. We stayed there in a townhome, and we skied for the entire 2 weeks we were there, snowmobiling, all that stuff. It was phenomenal. For someone that was in California, I've never really been in that type of snow situation. We were living in it. So I went back there to go work at Electric Boat over in Groton, Connecticut, at the base. It's at the lower part of the base. And I was supposed to design submarines. That's all I could say. Because designing the submarines is it was a special department. So just a little bit of fun facts to give you guys, because I know you guys have been with me for like, it should be almost, I think it's 5 months now. Let me see, let me just do the math real quick. So yeah, 5 months. So all the OGs and everything, I know it's been a long time for me to start talking about stuff. There's going to be a lot more things we're going to be doing. I got to plan it. Got to plan it. I hope you guys like camping. I grew up doing a lot of camping. Like starting a fire with one match, cooking an egg and poaching it in an orange peel. Whole bunch of different things like that. Sorry for the silence there for a few minutes. I had to concentrate. The guy behind me is acting weird. So yeah, camping. I've done a lot of camping in my days. I just got to find a place around here that I can go set up camp. Plus, I haven't been camping in a long time. I know the places to go. So look out for that video. That'll be pretty interesting. I'll see what I can come up with there. It's gonna be going back to a long time ago. Well, let's do this. We're back in town, and I'll just end the live stream here. I appreciate you guys coming along with me tonight on the freeway extravaganza. Until the next time, we'll have to do this again. Late.